Good morning, everybody. It is a Sunday. It's July the 3rd, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam Channel. Facebook and YouTube is where you'll find the Sam Channel, sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Well, how about some of the rain yesterday? Some of us picked up brief, heavy downpours, torrential rain, some lightning, blinding rainfall. I know I ran into one about noon or a little bit after that yesterday. Then we had a couple of heavy showers that moved through Thunderfest at the National Corvette Amphitheater. But as those cells rained themselves out and we got closer to sunset, everything was perfect after that. We went from like 93, 94, whatever. Let's see. The official high was 93 at the airport yesterday, and it was awful. It was awful with that humidity. And then after the rains, it just everything cooled down, and it was a beautiful evening and cooler, much cooler for Thunderfest, and the fireworks and everything went off without a hitch, and it was just awesome. Today, we're going to expect more of those kind of pop up showers and thunderstorms. And just keep in mind, like I told you with yesterday morning's update, any of these that do develop could produce some briefly heavy rain, gusty winds, even some hail with some lightning. Maybe one or two of those becoming severe, but we only had, I think, one that turned severe yesterday. Here's the frontal boundary. You can see it right here on the radar. This is now stalling out right over the Bowling Green area. We're going to see development ahead and behind the front, and you can see some of this heavier rain that is now moving through Harrisburg, Illinois, down to just about Paducah, getting some of that rain, some flooding rains too. But of course, it hits the area that picked up some rain yesterday, which was over our area. And so it just kind of falls apart because that energy has been used up. But this front will continue to be a trigger today for more showers and thunderstorms as we go through your Sunday. And it can happen just like I mentioned yesterday, any place, anytime. Some will get a dump of rain, and then others, like, where's my rain? And that was the case yesterday and will be the case again today. So it's a case of the haves and the have nots, and there's just no changing to that pattern. Look at the 24-hour precipitation here, according to the Kentucky Mesonet Network. Over an inch of rain around Litchfield and Grayson County yesterday, while Hart County, hardly anything. Barron County, hardly anything. And then there's that over 8/10 of an inch of rain here in Warren County yesterday, where we were at the Corvette Amphitheater, about a quarter inch. It felt like it was a lot more than that. And then look at this 4 inches of rain in far western Kentucky yesterday, where the rains were more compressed and more, I guess, they had a lot more moisture to feed off of, and it was just incredible. We're starting out this morning with temperatures in the 70s. It's muggy. The mugginess has come back into the air. Although where it rained yesterday, you may find a little bit of patchy fog in a few spots this morning. Temperatures starting out in the 70s across the board. As we get into the day, much like yesterday, mix of sun and clouds, and we'll get up to the upper 80s, right around 90 degrees. And with the heat being in there and the humidity, yeah, it's going to once again feel like it's close to 100. Tonight, 70s, low 70s, about 73 for an overnight low. And then for Monday, your Independence Day, it's going to be a hot one. 91 for the high, but then the heat index closer to 100, 105, and less of a chance of rain. So now it looks like your Independence Day, your 4th of July, tomorrow, is actually going to be less threatening as far as rain, and it's going to be hot and muggy. Hot and muggy, just like the 4th of July. Hotter than the 4th of July? Maybe not, but close. All right, here's a look at the future radar. We see the activity that's going on this morning. It's looking like it could fall apart for now, but remember that frontal boundary is laying right across western and parts of central and south central Kentucky. So, with a little bit of daytime heating, I do foresee redevelopment, and so do the models of those pop up showers and thunderstorms. And remember, again, if you're doing something outdoors, you're going to need to be weather aware. Have a radar app, have a weather radio with you, something to monitor the weather, because when these things do pop up this afternoon, like yesterday, heavy rain, it can ruin your picnic, your cookout, time out on the lake, whatever you're doing outdoors, if you're not aware. Then they move on, and it's like, what just happened? Then it's that steam bath effect, and it's awful. But again, this afternoon, this evening, until the sun sets, that possibility of a storm any place, pretty much any time this afternoon is going to be there. Then it fades away, and then tomorrow, here's the fourth. I don't see much going on tomorrow. There could be a stray shower, but not a whole lot happening here tomorrow. So your 4th of July is looking drier, hotter, and more humid. We get into Tuesday, and then some of those showers will return once again, especially during the afternoon and evening hours. It's going to be an unsettled pattern of weather as we get into next week for sure. Each and every day, looking like that there is a chance of rain. Let's look at the maps. Here's the frontal boundary just kind of lazily hanging around southern Kentucky. It's going to wobble back and forth and eventually retreat to the north as high pressure begins to build in over the south. Tropical depression Colin, or Colin, not colon, like your colon, Colin, is just off the Atlantic seaboard. I don't think it's going to become anything more than that. As we go through time, it just kind of just degrades into a low pressure system. There's the frontal boundary this afternoon, this evening, producing the showers and the thunderstorms as we go into this evening. And then here we go into Monday. The front starts to retreat a little bit more to the north as we go into Monday night into Tuesday. There you go. But it's still enough instability here to pop some scattered showers and thunderstorms. We'll call that, this is what we call a dirty high. It's high pressure, normally bringing us fair weather, but in this case, it's contaminated with shower and thunderstorm activity. Here we go into Tuesday, then into Wednesday. Oops, it just updated on me if you saw that flash. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, the front is to the north, dirty high. Still scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then Saturday, here's a Canadian high to the north. If once we get this front through, maybe Saturday to bring us more rain behind it as the front drops south, we may get some relief from the heat and humidity. That's a possibility, but that's long range. We'll just hang on and see what develops there. Okay, one more graphic. The viewer for the next 10 days, 89, around 90 today, mid 90s, could be even some upper 90s in there. As we get into next week, this upcoming weekend, upper 80s, low 90s as that front comes through, but then back into the low 90s after that. So maybe not as far as relief. Brief relief, you could call it, with these showers. If you happen to get one, it does feel pretty good. Last night was nice once we got past those showers. And then after sunset, it just a nice little breeze. Temperatures went from like low to mid 90s to the upper 70s. And it took away a lot of that bite of the humidity out of the air. And it felt great for Thunderfest. Big thanks to Bowling Green Kiwanis and everybody that came out and had a good time last night with fireworks. I know I did. All right. You guys have a great Sunday. And I will be here to do an update tomorrow morning for the 4th. But I will not be on the radio like most of you. I'll be off tomorrow. So, in the meantime, God bless. Have a great Sunday. God bless America and have a great 4th of July weekend.